Here we go, y'all. Whenever there's a crime to be solved, whenever there's a mystery involved, there's one guy that we could count on to save the day. Some call him Triple H, some call him Paul Levesque, or AKA... Inspector Gadget, the book stinks, ooh-hoo. Man, so we all found out who the masked man was last night, and the outcome was equivalent of my belly when I jumped into the pool face first. It was a flop! And this is sad, man. I really hope WWE have an exterminator on speed dial. Wow! Why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Because after the masked man was revealed, we heard nothing but crickets!
Cold, are we gonna fall?
They going for the mask? Are they going for the mask?
Who is it?
Now after Smackdown, people started going online and saying that the masked man was actually one of Seth Rollins' students from his wrestling school, Don Furio. Now let me guess, we supposed to do all this research, follow the clues, do this forensic analysis to find out who this guy is. Don't forget, we still gotta figure out who knocked out Jacob Fatu's teeth a few months ago. Don't forget, we still gotta figure out what's in the crate later on today at Elimination Chamber. And if that wasn't enough, you got Jey Uso got attacked before Crackdown. This is getting exhausting, literally. I done did so much investigative work over the past few months. I don't know, maybe I should join the police force and be an undercover cop at this point. WWE wants us to spend all this time to figure this out and figure that out, but the only thing we're all trying to figure out is the creative direction of these shows between Raw and Crackdown. Y'all hear me say this every week. Trick Williams is the best thing in WWE right now. He's not even on Raw, which honestly tells you everything you need to know about that show. But whenever he shows up on Crackdown, his segments always end up being the most entertaining part of the night. Now, like I told y'all in one of my previous videos, there's an old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But in WWE, the saying is, if it ain't broke, break it! Some genius and creative came up with a bright idea to have Trick Williams change his character, which has to be the dumbest thing I've heard all year. At this point, this has to be sabotage. Y'all see something is finally working, then you change it. The same thing with Sol Ruka. Her character is already working. Now you want to change it? What's next with Trick Williams? Give him a Death Rebel theme song? Turn Whoop That Trick into the next Yeet gimmick and run it into the ground until everyone's tired of it? Just because someone is over with the crowd does not mean y'all need to turn them babyface. Look at Tiffany Stratton, for example. Y'all tried to do that with her. Now look, she feels like a shell of what she used to be before she won the title and turned babyface. Man, I thought y'all was trying to put the rocket on Trick Williams. Changing them babyface, it's like taking that same rocket and trying to fire it up with a book of wet matches. It won't work! Now, another thing that won't work is how WWE is treating their younger talent. We all know later on today we got the Elimination Chamber. Now, in the men's chamber, it seems like Cody Rhodes is the most obvious one to go over. I don't see Randy Orton winning. They usually have him in some celebrity thing for WrestleMania. I don't see Logan Paul or Trick Williams winning. We all know LA Knight has zero chance of winning, but honestly, the person with the lowest chance is probably Javon Evans. Now, I'm a fan of Javon Evans. He's one of my favorite superstars, but I'm only saying that because WWE obviously has zero faith in him. Man, we heard the reports about it before. Then we see him constantly getting put in commercial breaks at big announcements, but the disrespect towards Javon Evans has reached new heights. Now, they recently put out the 2K video game ratings, and out of everybody on the roster, Jelly Roll has a higher rating than Javon Evans. Jelly Roll is 80, Javon Evans is 78. Can somebody make sense of this? Jelly Roll has never had a singles match. He literally only had one tag match in his whole career, and he's rated higher than probably the most athletic guy on your roster. WWE going around glazing these celebrities to this level have become an epidemic in professional wrestling. All this company does is go around chasing celebrities, and I'm sick of it, man. Now, Jelly Roll, I give it, he might be a real fan, but we just seen Dwight Howard sit front row at Raw this past Monday and didn't know one of the biggest stars in WWE, which was Cody Rhodes. We see Jermaine Dupri and Bow Wow front row. I highly doubt they know anything about the current WWE product. Man, you even had T.I.'s son. He was so bored at the event in Atlanta this past Monday, he just decided to shoot a whole music video in the middle of the show. I'm gonna show you this.
Body, slit, fiending body. Anybody touch it, I'ma see about it. Go to sleep to fall back asleep so I can get another glimpse of your body. Real dream girl in a dream world. Real thing that's into my eyes wide and whole alarm going off.
Now in WWE, you got a lot of factions. You got the YS6, you got the MFTs, you got the Vision, and yesterday on Crackdown, they debuted their newest faction, and a lot of y'all might have missed it. They was actually called, what was their name? It's on the top of my brain. Oh yeah, they were called the Kings of Catering! The Kings of Catering! You got Dragon Lee. No, that's Ray Phoenix. It's just hard to tell the difference between the two. You got Apollo Crews dressing like he stole one of the suits out of Paul Levesque's closet. You got the Motor City Super Soakers, Waxium, and Jobber Gargano being used as a table mat. What a load of crap! This ad is brought to you by the Pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling, if you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Now, Crackdown started off with Jey Uso being attacked, and how many times are we gonna run this play? Click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste! Again? We just did this the week before that, the week before that, the week before that! Again, who attacked who? Come on, dog, this is trash. Now, the good thing about it is, okay, we don't got Jey Uso in the Elimination Chamber. I don't know nobody who wanted to see the Yeet Man run his theme music back 3 times. And I'm thinking Jey Uso got humbled too, because he was going around acting like dude is the man and everybody loves him. And it's like, no, that's not the case. We actually want you to turn heel. We want you to do something different other than yeet. After that, you had a segment with the contestants of the Elimination Chamber. That was the best segment of the night, man. You had LA Knight, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, everybody getting a chance at the mic, man. LA Knight and Trick Williams getting into it. That was pretty fire. You got Randy Orton hitting Javon Evans with an RKO out of nowhere, man. That's always fire to see. You got Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton staring at each other. Usually it's Randy Orton staring at Cody Rhodes' title just to do nothing. But man, now he's just staring at Cody Rhodes, and I think this is going to be cool tomorrow. It's just going to be so predictable. It's like, soon as Cody Rhodes win, everybody's going to be like, oh, we seen this coming, man. Now, if we do get Randy Orton winning, possibly, it's a long shot, but if Randy Orton wins, maybe we can have Randy Orton beat Drew McIntyre to be, I think that would be his 15th World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 42. I'm not mad at seeing that. That's the only other option I see, though, besides the obvious winner being Cody Rhodes. Then they run Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes for the millionth quadrillion, zillion, billion time. Next, you got one of the most meaningless matches I've ever seen in my life. Uncle Howdy versus Solo Sikoa. Like, why did we even do this? Why? They had a match to start off, the first match of Crackdown, and this was the most wasted time I've ever spent in a long time. And I think that's a lie, because there's a lot of time wasted watching Monday Night Raw, Crackdown, and a lot of these worthless PLEs. But I'm saying that because at the end of the match, right, you got Uncle Howdy going over Solo Sikoa. So now he's going over Solo Sikoa. He's supposed to get his new little lantern toy back. And it's supposed to be back with the Wyatt 6, but that didn't happen. Why? We had a surprise appearance. He was facing Solo Sikoa, but out of nowhere, BOTCH, Jeff Nye, and Hakuna Matata! The MFT. They wind up still in the ladder, and at the end of the match, what makes this match a complete waste of time. Like, why did we even do this if Uncle Howdy was just gonna get the ladder stole from him again? And now let me guess, we gotta wait another few weeks of this stupid storyline about this dog. This storyline is so lifeless. I don't know one person online or in real life that actually is invested into this crap. It's boring. Next, you got another match that means absolutely nothing. Tiffany Stratton and Kairi Sane. Why are we doing this? I have no idea. Chelsea Green, she came out to be on commentary. It's like, for what? Chelsea Green, Tiffany Stratton, Kairi Sane, they're just picking any type of random group of women, putting them together and telling the most lifeless stories you could possibly tell. After that, you got Obafemi. Obafemi versus The Miz. The Miz hasn't won a match in over 24 months. Beating The Miz does absolutely nothing for Obafemi. Beating Kit Wilson does nothing for Obafemi. It actually would mean something if Obafemi lost to a Randy Orton or something like that. Rather than beating up Kit Wilson and The Miz, this goes nowhere for Obafemi's character. These are silly segments when Obafemi should be booked as a monster to begin with. But at least he wins that. Then now you got another match that means nothing. Carmelo Hayes and Matt Cardona. For the life of me, I don't know why Matt Cardona is a babyface. Does WWE not know what Matt Cardona did on the Indies? Does he not know that Matt Cardona is 100 times better heel than he is a babyface? Carmelo Hayes, one of the best wrestlers on the roster. Unfortunately, he has the U.S. title, which has him stuck in the U.S. Open Challenge with a bunch of random matches, no storyline, and you see what that did with Ilya Dragunov. Really put him back in Jobberland, and hopefully it doesn't happen to Carmelo Hayes, but of course, Carmelo Hayes goes over. Matt Cardona goes to the back, and it's just like, all right, what are we doing now? Next, you got one of the members of the Kings of Catering, Johnny Gargano. And it's just like, come on. He's coming out with his wife, Candice LeRae, looking like a complete jobber. Jordan Grace beat up Candice LeRae because Candice LeRae is so busy worrying about Johnny Gargano being so depressed. Oh, this is captivating. If you ask me, Jordan Grace would have been way better on TNA than being stuck in storylines like this, man. This is crazy. After that, you actually had something good happening. Lash Legend and Nia Jax winning the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Great. Round of applause. Round of applause. Man, we got the titles off of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. That's the good news. The bad news is it seems like Rhea Ripley's going to win the Chamber now. So now we got Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. Most likely for WrestleMania 42. We'll see what happens. But man, I'm just happy we're done with the Rhea Ripley, Io Sky thing. I want to get Rhea Ripley and Io Sky and put them far away from each other as far as possible. Put one on Crackdown, put one on Raw. Io Sky needs to build her character back up, dog. Like, she has been doing absolutely nothing since she since she left the Damage Control, if you ask me. She had a fire triple threat match with Rhea, Bianca, and Io at last year's WrestleMania. One of the matches that saved WrestleMania. I want to see Io Sky back in some storylines. I want to see Io Sky back in some creative that actually makes sense, that puts her over, man. Like, what are we doing with this? Next, you got the final match, Jacob Fatu versus Logan Paul. And you got the masked man that nobody knew. You got a stadium full of crickets as soon as the masked man was revealed. For a second there, I thought the masked man was Maven. I was about to go crazy if Maven, yo, that would have been crazy if it was Maven. But of course not. WWE has to put in a little more thought and creative to actually make that happen. Oh, let's just have the masked man be somebody nobody knows. God, dog, this show sucks, man. Logan Paul wins. So we got Logan Paul in the Elimination Chamber. I don't know what they're gonna do with Jacob Fatu now. A lot of people think that he's gonna somehow get into a triple threat match. Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, and Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Crackdown is unbearable at this point. The only thing that's good is at least it's something. Lash Legend and Nia Jax winning. Okay, that was cool. The first segment of the night, okay, that was cool. Everything's trash. Like I say every week, Raw has absolutely nothing going on. So we got 2 segments there. So we got it. Like my man OZ be saying, man, in my live, man, we got to take the breadcrumbs and go with it. But let me know in the comments what you think about that later on. We got Elimination Chamber. What's in the crate? A lot of people is saying it's the guy Danhausen. Hell, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but I don't care, dog. This character is not making me hype about what's in the crate. Not even a little bit, man. Elimination Chamber is a bunch of predictable matches, if you ask me. Off the top of my head, it seemed like Rhea Ripley's gonna win, Cody Rhodes gonna win, CM Punk's gonna win, and oh yeah, AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch is gonna win because they're gonna have AJ Lee have her big moment at WrestleMania. Great. God, this sucks so bad, y'all. But let me know in the comments what you think about that, man. I'm going to holler at y'all. You know, we going live after the Elimination Chamber is over. We'll be right live on YouTube, so make sure y'all tap in on that. Follow me on X. Make sure y'all subscribe. We almost hitting that 19, then 20,000 for the channel, so I appreciate the love, man. I'm going to holler at y'all sometime later today, man. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye!